Is the housing market going to crash? I don't think it's going to crash, but I do think we're stuck. Because if you bought a house between 2010 and 2020, let's say your loan amount is $200,000, you refinanced during the pandemic for 3%, that 3% on 200K over 30 years is only going to cost you a little over $100,000 in interest, which is a steal. And if that person, even in the past 5 years, if they gained $150,000 to $200,000 of equity and they upgrade to a new house and they get out a $400,000 loan today at 7%, it's going to be over $550,000 of interest. So who's going to trade 100K interest for $550,000 of interest? That is a huge L. Then you have people like me and my wife who bought in 2022. So anyone who bought from 2022 to 2025, we're also stuck because our housing prices didn't go up. So if we sell, we would actually break even or maybe even lose money. So we would take an L and we can't move. Then we thought, well, why don't we rent our house out and then we can go buy another house? But our mortgage is $2,900 and we can only rent our house for $2,200, $2,300. So we would lose there. So we're stuck. We literally can't move unless we want to take a 50K punch in the face. And then you have the sellers who have to move for work or whatever else is going on in life. They can't find a buyer because houses are $400,000 or $500,000. You need $150,000 to $200,000 to comfortably afford a house in today's market. So everyone is stuck. The only people who might actually win right now is if you're someone who's making a really high salary, you have a good savings, very low debt, and you can buy a house right now because you might actually be able to get a good price and you might even get some of your closing costs covered. So if you're in that situation, I would take a look at what's going on in the market. I would talk to an agent in your area, talk to a lender, go to your local bank, or you can go over to my profile, talk to my preferred lender. They work in 49 states. I've been working with them for nearly 2 years. They're awesome. Try to figure out if this is a good time for you. But for every other category, even the people whose houses are paid off, everyone's just stuck.